What's up, world? It's your boy Black Moses back again with another episode of Just 2Gs Talking. 60 Cal and I sat down with the amazing Julia Vanessa Kappler, and this is a fantastic episode. If you ever felt different, if you ever felt like you stood out, if you never felt like part of the gang or part of the crew or part of the posse, and you were set apart, this episode is for you. So sit down, get inspired, turn the volume up, kick back, relax, and let's watch this episode. Peace. Let's go.
Look, it's a new wave. Before I touch earth, God had my plan paved. Don't let me get in the spirit, them demons getting slayed.
What's up, world? It's your boy Black Moses back again with another episode of Just 2Gs Talking. Me and 60 Cal, and as you can see, there's not just two, but there are 3 G's in the house. We got the beautiful and wonderful Julia Vanessa Kappler in the house, man. She has blessed us with her presence, and we are super excited to get into this G's mindset. What's up, Cal? What's up, Julia? How y'all doing?
What's up, man? How you been?
I'm good, man. You look good, man.
Hey, you look good, man.
You don't look as good as Julia, though. But
I hope not.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude.
Pause. Hold on.
Podcast
Yeah, no offense.
direction,
No offense.
man.
You know, some dudes do. You know, some dudes got that swag. But it's all good. What's up, Queen? How you doing?
I am very happy to be there.
Oh, you're happy. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for her to get here.
Yes.
Man, all month. Because I saw you in...
It was 2 months ago.
Was it 2 months
Yes,
ago?
it was 2 months ago.
She was counting.
Yes.
Oh, pop that collar. She was counting 2 months. Yeah. Yeah, we talked on the sidewalk, somewhere where we hang out a lot. And I bumped into her and I said, hey, what are you doing? Nice to see you in town. I saw your parents and blah, 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 and this, that, and other. But, yeah. What's up, Cal?
I'm tripping on the sidewalk.
Yeah, the sidewalk. Okay, so let me...
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
Kind of touch base. You've been on the sidewalk.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really a sidewalk. So,
I think it was my driveway.
yeah, it was your driveway. Yeah,
okay,
it
that's
was your driveway.
okay.
But see, she used to pull up at this spot, man, and there would be some like live music, and she would come out with this swag, and I was like, wait a minute, who's this white girl bumping this music? I'm like,
Wait, you guys can hear my music? Damn.
I was like, Tupac. I'm hearing 2 Live Crew.
I'm like,
wait,
that changed the whole.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. I was
Oh my
like, who is
God.
this?
Oh my
And she
God.
gets out, and it's this little petite white woman with blonde hair and had this swag. I'm like, she got out the car. I was like, Jesus, who's that?
Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac, bro. So you know, brothers here, Tupac coming from another.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just
Yeah.
like, what's going on?
What's
here?
going on over there?
Then I saw a couple guy friends and girlfriends coming in. One guy friend kind of had that shade like this, and I was like, "Oh,
eyes on me."
I said, "I see now. I see."
It all becomes clear.
Yeah. It came real clear. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "Okay." So then I kept watching, and then I was like, "Okay." She come and go, and I was like, "Oh yeah." And then I saw her parents one day, and I just bumped into them and started talking to them, and they were really cool. I was like, man, these are some cool people, man. And had no idea what your parents did. They just told me that they lived in California, and we just hit it off. And I was just like, all right, yeah, those are some cool people. And then you would just pop up every now and then. And I was like, who's this rock star, man? I was like, this chick is in and out. And I was like, I just kept bumping into her. But yeah, that's you. That's what kind of intrigued me. And then I saw you one day and I said, hey. You were like, hey. And I was like, you really don't talk. No, I don't talk. But if you talk to me, I will talk to you. And I was like, can you say that in German? Can you say, I don't talk? Yeah.
I really did say that, yeah.
Yeah, you did. You did say that. And I was just like, oh, okay. So she's not, her nose ain't up in the air, I was like, oh, she's cool. Yeah, you talk to me, I'll talk to you, no problem. I was like, okay, cool.
Did you talk?
Yeah, I talked.
Okay.
Yeah. And she was on her way in and out. I was like, man, she moves a lot. So then I saw her, 2 months ago, and we got deep on the sidewalk.
Yeah, within 30 seconds. It
Yeah.
just immediately clicked.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I was talking about, I don't know, we got into relationships and what you do and what it's like to be a successful woman and climb that ladder of success and what's it like dating. And man, we hit it on all the topics. And then I was like, why don't you just come through and do the pod? And she was like, okay. And I was like, Tupac said okay.
All eyes on
I was
me.
like, yeah, all eyes on me. I was like, let's go, Machiavelli. Let's go. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Julia Vanessa Kappler, where you're from and what you do.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Where should I start? Because it's gonna be a long
okay.
episode.
Okay,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's
Cal.
do it. Let's do
okay.
it. I know we got the titles.
Yeah.
Let's go back, peel back the
Yeah,
titles.
let's peel back the onion.
We'll come to talk about those long list of titles
Yeah.
that we've
Yeah.
seen. But what makes, let's just go back to where you started, where you from,
Yeah.
your upbringing, and how it influenced you to get where you are today. Let's just start back there.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
values that mom and dad instilled.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
And just dig, and that way we can learn the true Julia.
Yeah.
Then we could jump into how that all transpired to be who you are today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm gonna take you back to my childhood where I grew
Yes.
up.
Let's go
and
back.
all of that.
Okay. Let's go.
It surprised many people because I actually grew up in a really, really small town.
Okay.
In a part in Germany that's called the Black Forest.
Okay.
In German, we say Schwarzwald. So I'm going to just throw in some German words.
Yeah.
Throw 'em in, baby. Throw 'em in.
So I grew up in a really, really small town with my two siblings. I'm a middle child. I have an
Okay.
older brother, a younger sister. So I'm
Okay.
the sandwich child, which you're going to see some of those stereotypical character traits of that middle child.
Okay.
I did grow up in a house, in a 3-generation house. So my grandparents lived in the same house with us.
Oh, man, that's old school.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
Yes.
old school.
So just seeing that, I will say that family has always been a big part in my life.
Yeah.
Always being around my grandparents, both my grandparents, mom and dad's side,
Wow.
were in the same town. One of them lived in our house. Not all of them.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
like
right,
that.
right.
So yeah, that's how I grew up, and I will say, me as a person, looking back at my childhood, it was a blessing to grow up in a small town.
Wow.
I just remember we would just go play outside. It was before we had smartphones,
Okay.
all the
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
And you just kind of talked about, the hip hop music and all of that. And
Yeah.
it's actually a funny story how I got into that, because
Ooh, tell it.
I had an older brother, and I loved hanging out with my brother and his friends.
Oh,
I don't know,
that's
it's
cool.
Always enjoyed that. And my brother was into hip hop music.
Okay.
So I kind of just started to pick up on that, and
Yeah.
it became my thing. My dad loved cars. My brother loved cars. So now I love cars.
Yeah.
So a lot of the things of who I am today just kind of stem from my childhood.
That's awesome.
Was it a family, or was this the whole community that put those values into you? You got your brother gave you hip hop,
Yeah.
your dad gave you cars, but where did this drive and desire?
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Is that a community thing? From a small town, you're out to prove yourself, or was it just you saw it? Your grandparents worked hard, your dad worked hard.
Back when I was younger, I never really understood. But now looking back, even when I was in high school, I was always kind of, I don't think I was shy, but I wasn't the person that wanted the spotlight on her. I was just always there. I feel like everyone kind of liked me. I liked everyone, but
Yeah.
I wasn't, hey, give me attention. I was just there.
Right.
But at one point when I got a little bit older, maybe let's say starting 15, I always felt like I was different. I would find myself being in school, and when we were on break, I would just sit by myself in the corner, and not because I didn't have friends, but because I wanted to.
Wow. That sounds like somebody I know.
Yeah, I finished that. I just
Yeah.
looked over at him like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's our producer.
Yeah, our producer Jordan. He has a similar story.
Yeah, and when you're younger, the crazy thing is I never really thought about it. I never felt like an outsider because I did have friendships, but there was still something inside me that was like, I don't think like you guys.
Yeah. Was there a go-to person in the family that you had that was similar to you, or you just vibed off of, or you just said, Cal, guys, I just was different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was in my family because my siblings are very different than I am.
Okay.
We're all, I think my siblings are more similar. I'm completely different.
Okay.
Very, very much.
So your siblings work within the company, right? Your brothers?
They work within the German company.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they as outspoken as you? Like social media, does that happen over in Germany, or is that more? Are they more reserved?
It's a whole different world.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought.
Being in a small town, especially Germany, and especially kind of the area where we're from.
Okay.
You're raised to always be very humble, and you never show off. That's not who we are as people.
You hitting on my topics. Yeah, go ahead. You hitting my topics. We flowing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, back to the family, like Cal was bringing up, you're fourth generation Kappler. And is there something starting with the first generation to second to third to fourth that you have brought through the history that has contributed to your success now? Is there a trait in the family that has traveled those generations to make Julia who she is?
I would say that one big thing that, to me, when we were always raised in a way where it was, and I would say that my dad has really instilled that into me, my siblings, that if you put something into your mind that you want to achieve, you can 100% get there, no matter what anyone says. But you have to be willing to put the work and the effort and the energy into that, no matter how long it takes.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. That's what I was waiting here.
Yeah.
Which person was that major influence? So you knew right away from a young age that everything was possible. If you set your mind to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the same as, I know you grabbed onto it, obviously. The siblings did as well. They grabbed on the same.
I think that the circumstances of my, I would say, 20s to, I'm still in my 20s.
Yeah. Actually,
Past decade of my life is very, very different than my siblings. So I can't really compare it as much because my life circumstances have turned me into a completely different person than who I would have been if I stayed in the small town that my family stayed in. I left my country. I left my continent. That is completely
we
different.
definitely want to get in that. That whole transition alone.
Yes.
That's why I was wondering, when I was just thinking when you were bringing it to the past, like what was instilled in this young lady
right.
that instilled the confidence to just go to another country at 19?
Yeah. So you finished high school there, college there, or here?
Well, there's a story.
Let's go. This G's rolling. Let her roll.
Well, I finished high school, and then while I was in high school, I always loved design and architecture. Ever since I'm young, I'm the only person in my family that just always knew what she wanted.
Wow.
And my mom always says that even when she was pregnant with me, she was like, I feel like she's going to be that person that she just knows what she wants.
Ooh, look at that. A mother knows.
Okay. I'm trying to cut you off.
Yeah.
No,
this some Star Wars shit right here. Oh, my bad. Golly.
When you said it reminded me of a quote. I'm trying to think of the gentleman's name. Mark Twain.
Okay.
He said that you're born twice.
Ooh.
You're born naturally. You're born again when you realize why you were sent here. Like you're born twice. You're born arriving in the world, but you get a second birth when you realize why you're here.
Yeah.
Wow.
You knew when, at an early age, why you were here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but mom felt it.
Yeah,
so the intuition, the spiritual intuition of mom transferred into the daughter. Like we can get biblical for a second. We're gonna get biblical for a second. Like Mary knew she was carrying something great. Mother Kappler knew she was bringing something into the world to change the atmosphere of the Kappler family that started out in cabinetry. Am I correct? Yes. So we started out with first generation cabinetry. Wow. And then we got this queen sitting here, but I'm jumping a little ahead, so we gonna get back to Saga 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So finished high school, and since I already knew I wanted to go into design and architecture, I went online and tried to find a school that I felt aligned with what I wanted to do. So found a school, applied, got accepted, moved across the country as probably the furthest away that I could from where I was from.
She left the Black Forest.
I did leave the Black Forest. Went far up north into a city that's called Hamburg.
Okay, heard of that.
Big cities. I think it's the second largest city in Germany. If
Okay.
I'm wrong, then I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
it's all right.
Fact check.
Yeah.
But yeah, big city. Went there, went to college, started my degree, loved it. You know, I was young, my first apartment, away from my family.
Wow.
Super excited. And yeah, just, you know, kind of living my college life.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
fun and I
Yeah.
enjoyed.
Absolutely.
Still felt that I was different.
Even in college.
Even in college. And yeah, into my college degree, I believe it was about 3 semesters, I was supposed to go on an internship in New York,
Okay.
an architecture firm.
Okay.
And I have had everything ready. I knew I wanted to go there. And then I received a call from my father with a question. And the response to that question is why I'm here today. Long story short, I did end up finishing my college degree
Okay.
in Germany while I was over here building a business.
Man, Dad knew, man. Dad, you made that call. It was, you remember the Batman when the bat phone would ring? Bring, that red phone would ring.
Sorry about the hold up, Commissioner. What's the problem?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
It changed the dynamic of the family, I guess, I'm assuming. For the good?
I think back then, I mean, the question that he asked was basically, hello, my 19-year-old daughter. How do you feel about moving to the United States of America and build a business?
With confidence.
Wow. With confidence.
Yeah.
Who was asking their 19-year-old daughter
Yeah,
to
exactly.
move to another continent to build a business?
Oh my gosh.
One that believes
that sees it.
believes in his daughter.
Yeah.
Sees something in you that you hadn't saw. Because I don't want to keep going back a little bit, but I
Yeah.
just want, if you could take a second, there's so many people that feel different.
Yeah.
They just feel like they're out of place. How did you handle it? How did you overcome it? What did you do to take this little awkwardness
Oh, that's a good question.
and mold it into this?
That's a
And
great question.
you felt different as a young age. You felt different in college.
I still do.
And you feel, that's what I say. And you probably feel different
yeah,
today.
you stick out.
I don't think if you have that feeling inside you that it ever goes away. I think what goes away is the understanding why you feel different.
Yes.
And I learned that the reason that I feel different is because I am meant to be different.
Yes. That's what I'm pulling out.
Hold on,
That's
hold
what I want to hear. Go ahead.
Hold-
Say,
no.
Say,
Can you say that one more time?
yeah.
I want y'all to go ahead, Julia. Say that one more time.
I don't even remember what I just said.
It was bro.
I don't even remember.
It was so good, but
was so
good.
it just came from me.
Yes.
She was meant to
on
be
point.
different. Yeah, God, man.
You were meant to be different.
You were meant to be
Oh yeah,
different.
yeah. You feel different because you're meant to feel different.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with you. You're actually exceptionally special.
Exactly.
Exceptionally special. Say that in German.
Oh.
I don't know. Go ahead, freestyle.
Well, einzigartig.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Einzigartig.
So you carried that. You've carried that with you all the way through. It's almost you. Some people, when they feel different, I'm speaking. I mean, not being cocky, but I've
Yeah.
always felt out of place and different. Still, I could be in places in life
Yes.
and just feel like these people don't get me.
Right.
They don't understand me.
Yep.
But after a while, you took it as instead of as a child, I felt something was wrong with me. Like I'm a weird guy. I don't fit in
Right.
anywhere. Didn't talk. Not many friends.
Yeah.
But as you got older, you realize that wow, I'm special, not awkward.
Yeah.
And some people carry the special onto great things. Some people carry the special and they hide it.
Yeah.
'Cause they never. Yeah, but thanks for sharing it.
They
You
muted
realize that you're supposed to be. This
Yeah.
way.
And I think the most important thing is that at one point, once you get to the point where you understand it,
Yes.
and it took many years for me to even recognize
Yeah, me
that, as a matter of fact, the moment I realized that fact was during COVID when my life was on pause. So this was only 5 years ago. My life was on pause. I finally had time to just sit down and be like, Julia, nothing is wrong with you. You're not weird. Why do you have this feeling? And I was sitting in my backyard on the grass, probably if you watched me, you thought I was crazy. Just sitting on the ground and just thinking. And I was like, Julia, you're just freaking special.
Ooh, that's good.
And then from there, I started to go through life with that mindset
The
that,
whole mindset, your whole perspective changes. Right?
yeah.
Yep.
And if someone isn't like me, then I'm sure I can learn something from them. And if they're willing to, I can teach them something. We don't have to be the same.
Yeah.
We
Right.
don't have to have the same mindset. And most
Right.
importantly, I don't have to be like you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Oh my gosh. And that time, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
Yeah, go ahead. That time during COVID, you know, you and I kind of talk about that. It's that meditative time where you have to isolate yourself. You were forced into isolation during COVID, and a lot of people were forced into isolation to be with themselves or their spouses. Their life was on hold. Everybody's life was just like on pause. I know my cousin Arsenio in Hollywood shut down. California was hit the worst. Like there was no production. Actors are trying to figure out Uber jobs, you know, this, that, and the other. And he said he started writing a book, but a lot of people either succeeded or failed during the COVID time. And I know in our quiet time, or in my quiet time, that's when you had to do that self-reflection. You know, even having you on the pod, I was super excited.
Yeah.
And I was overthinking it, and I was just like, "Man, I got her coming in," and I don't want to say enamored by social media because we see it all the time, but I'm just like I told you earlier, I'm getting to know her right now. I'm literally getting to know her right now. So it's just like I'm going off of what I see.
Yeah.
So it was just like, okay, just be me, because when I was talking to her on the sidewalk, we were just having a regular conversation, and that's what the 2 G's is. Figuring out how to gravitate to greatness, being real and being authentic. So kudos to you for figuring that out during COVID, and what a blessing that is.
Yeah. I mean, for anybody that heard that, what a blessing.
Yeah.
What a blessing, man. Big time.
Yeah.
Can I go next?
Yeah. No, man, you go, man.
Because
Jordan, will you slide his tray back from the mic stand? Yeah.
I'm really liking the. Can we stick with the transition from Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
okay.
I did do a little research. Tried not to, but I really wanted to get to
That's
know
the
you
research
during the
guy.
podcast.
Yeah.
And but I was just in awe. I know you said your dad made the craziest phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Go where? Can we elaborate on that phone call?
Yeah.
Dad says go. What did you think? Are you freaking nuts? America?
Right,
Or did you
right.
go, thanks, Dad, I've been trying to get out of Germany all my life.
Yeah.
Definitely not. You know, the funny thing is, growing up, I never intended to be part of the family business at all because I think I'm so special and I'm so different.
Yeah, I was supposed to be different and not be in the
I'm not
business.
trying to be around you.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, I love talking about my dad because we're so similar, and I think sometimes he looks at me and is like, "Oh my God." That's why my dad was always mad at me, and now you do the same thing.
Right.
You're just like me.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
a lot of times we just butt heads,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
I just knew there is no way I can spend my life working under my dad because it's not gonna work.
Right. I feel you.
So that phone call was pretty brief, and again, it was before I was supposed to go to New York City on an internship, which obviously, as a 19-year-old, is super, super exciting.
Wow.
I was
Yeah, I
so
can't even-
excited. So he calls me and says, "Well, Julia, how would you feel about, moving to the United States of America?" And I was like, "Okay, I mean, why are you asking me?" And he's like, I want someone to do this who I can trust. And I can't trust anyone more than family. And, well, I'm asking you. And then, knowing our relationship, it was a brief conversation because I know if he asks that, he's not joking.
Okay.
He's
Right.
actually-
Yeah. Pops ain't playing.
He's serious. So I asked him, okay, how much time do I have to make my decision?
What decision?
Yeah.
He goes, 2 weeks.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Starting right now.
Yeah. Now. Bing.
So here's what happened after that phone call. I was like, okay, let me take this in. Let me go talk to the dean of my university because one thing I knew was that I will finish my degree because I'm the first person in my family that went to college. Okay. And I wanted to just do that because that was one thing that I always knew I wanted to do.
Wow.
So I made an appointment with the dean of my university. Okay. Sat down in his office, kind of explained to him, hey, this is what I want to do. What are my options? That it was possible to pause my degree for two semesters. So that's 1 year. Okay. And then I could come back and finish it because back then there was no remote college. Okay. You had to be there.
Right.
So he looks at me, and I will never forget this conversation because that's the reason why I'm here. Oh. He looks at me and says, well, Ms. Kappler, I just don't think that you're really the right person for this because you seem really shy.
Oh, that was the wrong thing to say.
And that
the challenge bug stuck.
And that's what lit the fire in me. I walked out of that room. I called my dad. I'm like, okay, I'm doing it.
What are we waiting for? Everybody's got that one story where somebody doubted you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
How many times do you go back to that conversation when things get tough or something? How many times do you went back and said, you know what? I'm gonna show this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show this.
And I think, when you're young again, I was 19. It's like, oh, you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna show you I can.
And then send him a business card here's a clip. Here's a clip of what I did do.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna show you. Man. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. You didn't get the whole 2 weeks, did you? You went to see the dean, and it was like,
yeah,
Dad, I'm in, Dad.
Yeah.
It wasn't a full 2 weeks, but I still had to, pack my life into 2 suitcases. And then the funny thing is, I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. You guys, Germans don't know where North Carolina is.
Shit, I'm black, and I don't know where North Carolina is.
I'm going to say German from Detroit.
I'm from Cleveland.
And then Charlotte, that's
a
a first name? That's a city? What do you mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't only pack my life into suitcases. I flew to a place I've never, ever heard of in my life.
It looked like Iraq coming in here, didn't it? It looked like Vietnam, because I came from Cleveland. I was like... I live in the States, and I was like, where? God, Charlotte? What? I was like, oh, my God. Yeah.
And, I can't wait to hear now.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Now, Cleveland.
Yeah. Culture
Detroit.
shock. Yeah.
Come in here.
Yeah.
Culture
shock.
Oh,
tell me about it.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Culture shock. I want to hear exactly. I'm talking about culture shock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you know one thing about Germans.
Yeah. Were you 19?
I'm still 19.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Still 19. Okay. One thing about Germans, we do not like small talk.
Oh. Say that again. Say it in English, nice and slow, and then say it in German, please. Oh, my God.
Germans do not like small talk. I don't even know what small talk in German means. We don't even have a word for it.
Make something up.
They don't even do it, so
they
don't have a word for it.
We literally don't have a word for it because we hate it so much.
In other words, shut up.
Yeah. Don't waste your oxygen speaking to me about something that don't matter.
Yeah.
Now, was the small talk, like when I came here, going to my first grocery store experience.
They ask you how you're doing?
Yes!
I was like, you don't know me. Why are you asking me how I am doing today?
God. I don't care that you know that. Why do you care?
Yeah. Hence why she didn't speak to me on the sidewalk.
I only talk if you talk.
You talk, I talk. I'll be back.
I'm trying to get groceries and you speaking.
Yeah.
And saying, hello, how you doing? I'm going. Yeah. And it was so bad. I walked by him. Just no one ever talks.
Right.
So I go, did they say something?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you looking like the jerk. They jerk walking away.
Yeah.
So I can imagine from Germany.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
My thing being from Detroit, I don't trust nobody. So I'm like, you talk to me, I'm like, what you want? I'm gonna go check my wallet. Like, this man talking to me. You don't want to talk anyway.
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah.
I'm just highly confused.
Yeah. She confused. We on security alert.
Yeah.
She's like, what's wrong? We're all like checking our wallets.
Why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
What you want? What you trying to take my shoes?
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Yes. You come here, people talking. Grocery store.
Yeah.
I didn't care where I was at. People just kept.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anybody bring you like a welcome gift? We had our neighbors bring us like cakes and pies.
No, we didn't get that.
No.
Man.
I wouldn't eat it because I was like from Detroit. You might bring me something.
Yeah,
I ain't
we
want
didn't
to
get
eat
that,
nothing.
man. I wonder if we didn't get that because we were interracial.
How did you?
Oh, stop! My bad. My bad. Whoops! Boom! Bomb drop. Boom. Whoops! Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Okay, so small talk. What's the other
small
one?
talk.
You know what? Coming from a different continent, everything is different,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
the way that the roads look, the
snap.
way that your
Oh,
street
shoot, I didn't even
signs
think about
look,
that.
everything is different. Also, I'm gonna say your supermarket.
So, what's your nightmares look like? Are you dreaming in the States or in?
That's a really great question.
Yeah, because it's like.
Now I dream in English, but for a really long time I dreamed in German. But
Okay, hold on.
when I
hold
go
on.
back home,
What?
I dream in German.
Man, stop! Oh my god! I was playing around.
No, you don't hit a good one, man.
Yeah, this went to a whole nother level right now. So, okay, give me a German dream. Like, explain that.
I mean, it's just a different
The
language.
language is in the German.
Yeah, you
dream
dream
is
in
in the language.
Yes.
It's,
Man,
okay, is it German?
stop.
Okay, here you dreaming in English. So are you seeing
believe
Charlotte? Are
this?
you seeing America?
No.
Okay, are you in
it's-
Germany?
It's not about the location, but
Okay,
I think if you are bilingual, multilingual,
Got you.
when I'm here and I speak English every single day, I dream in English. When
That's
I go
good.
back home, it takes around a week. I speak German every day, and then I dream in German. It's just the language changes in the dream.
Yeah,
That's fire. I
What
just
about
learned
what
something.
about the
new today.
pace? Like coming from a city in Detroit, the pace was fast.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to Charlotte, it seemed like it went like it was slow motion here.
Not to me, because remember, I come
small
from a
town.
small town, 5,000 people.
Oh, you knew everybody's name.
Damn.
We're talking small, and everyone knew my name too.
Yeah, I'm
They
gonna say
still do.
Was there racism in the town with 5,000 people in Germany?
There's only
I
one.
mean, if I could speak on that, I would say that growing up, we had people from all kinds of different countries,
Yeah.
and it didn't matter.
It's like New York.
Okay. All right. I want to interject a question there.
Uh-oh.
Man, I was not trying to go here. What is it in the German culture that we in the American culture need to learn from you guys? And that's one of the things. 'Cause
Being
I'm
on
like,
time.
Oh,
See, I wasn't expecting that
oh,
one.
see,
Okay.
you went to CP time.
Yeah.
Brothers have, we
Okay.
can be late sometime. Okay,
Okay.
I ain't gonna be late. If I'm gonna go see her, we gonna go to New York and visit her, and then we gonna go to Germany.
Okay,
I
hold
am
on.
not gonna be late. I'm gonna have 8
Back-
watches on me. They gonna think I'm gonna be looking
Be
like
on
Flavor
time.
Flav.
Elaborate on that. Come
Okay,
on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. Germans were so obsessed with just accuracy and all of that. So on time means if you tell me, Julia, we're gonna meet at 6 p.m. for the podcast in
It's
Germany, I would pull up at 5:45.
Yes.
That's
got
on
you,
time.
Got you.
That's what I'm talking.
6
about.
p.m. is late. I'm late.
That's
Gotcha.
what I was telling her. Yo, take your time. Don't.
No, she-
that Joker showed. Bing, bing. I was like, and had that poker face. No small talk. You ready? I was.
I don't need.
Yeah. It was like, hello, Mike. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
I don't need a warm up.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
she was ready. I was like, dang.
But that actually, I mean, we joke about it, but being on time is just so ingrained into our culture. It actually upsets us if you're not, and we take that as, well, it's not an insult, but we take that
Yes,
to like,
I get that.
You're not respecting or valuing my time.
Yeah,
why
as a
are you
person,
why are
yeah.
you
Yeah.
late?
I appreciate
That's good,
that.
yeah.
So-
I feel like that in my personal time with
Yeah.
friends or whatever,
Yeah.
man. So Julia, don't be late.
Well, I learned my lessons with different friend groups. The
Yeah.
category.
You get the honorary, so you can show about 5-10 minutes late, maybe an hour. I give you an hour.
No, they give me the real time to show up. They tell everyone, okay, be there at 6 because they know they'll be there at 7.
Yeah. Oh, you the first one.
And I get the real time. I'm like, Julia, 7 o'clock. But
Yeah.
everyone
Oh,
gets
okay.
the
Oh,
6
yeah.
because
Oh,
I'll be on
you
time.
got insider trading tips.
Exactly.
That's,
I get the real time when it starts.
That means you cool as a fan, Julia. You getting the insider trader tip, man. Oh my God. Oh my
He's
God.
like getting the insider trade.
Get the insider. That means you cool, man. You hanging out with a
Oh,
cool
man.
ass lady, man.
Yeah. You get.
Man, we got family in here. We just having fun. This
Oh, my
is
God,
great.
dude.
Okay,
I'm
where
about
else are we slacking as Americans? Don't get mad, America, because we need to learn a few things,
Oh,
man.
jeez.
I want to know how it's different. I want to know. Okay, yeah. Anything else? I was gonna go somewhere deep, but I don't.
Let me find something that's
Yeah.
not going to offend
Okay. I have a
yeah.
German friend.
300 million people.
I have a German
that's
friend
true. That's true.
who tells me that we're lazy compared to Germany.
I wouldn't say that.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, cool.
I tell you, I mean, that's one. Now, he did tell me about the on time thing.
Yeah.
He did?
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
So that's
I thought he was full of crap, but
okay.
now
Cool.
he's true. He
So if
told
I
me-
meet any Germans in the future, I'm
he's
10 minutes
really
early.
big on.
Oh,
His father's very like if I was to show up late or something, it was almost like I was disrespectful.
yeah. I feel that way.
Yeah.
But he also
cool. I
used to say
respect
that our work ethic isn't as strong as Germany. I just go, wow, I take pride in my work ethic. But yeah, I can see some points to it. And
Yeah,
but that's every culture. Some lazy people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Wow.
think I can't apply this to the whole entire country, but
Yeah, yeah.
moving to the South when I lived here for many, many years, one thing that I struggle with is that Germans, they're very blunt and honest,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Which you find now
Yep.
being in New York, you get that there.
Yep.
But here in the South, it doesn't exist.
No.
So
Road over.
for a really long time, I had to constantly explain myself because people, I don't know, they just couldn't take that honest, blunt, straightforward attitude. And as much as, you have to adapt sometimes. I'm not
Right,
down that.
right.
But, at one point I was just like, this is who I am. And that's one thing about myself
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
not going to change.
Good.
If you
That's
ask
one of my questions. Dang.
if you ask me for my opinion, please make sure you want my opinion.
Before you ask.
Because you're
that's
going to
some-
get it.
That's some G talk right there.
Yeah,
That's G
good.
talk.
That's his thing too about
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I do ask, he has found himself pausing before he answers.
Oh, your friend? Your
Yeah,
friend? Okay.
my German
okay.
friend.
okay.
I'll see him. Somebody ask him a basic question. He give me a question. He'll go. I'm like, what is he doing?
Now
he
you
goes,
know
Calvin,
why.
Calm
I
down.
don't want to offend anyone because he just wants to. Like
Yes.
when he'll
Yeah.
talk on the phone, he'll just be
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Just
but I
like me and
understand
you
that's how
talk.
he-
We
yeah,
just
we
like
just say what's
yeah,
on our mind.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna tell me if
Right.
he don't agree with something.
Right.
But it's funny when we're in a crowd of friends or he'll just go. It's like he does. It's like a habit. Now I'll laugh every time I see it because I
Yeah.
know he's gathering himself.
Oh my
I actually
God.
know that facial
Oh
expression.
my god!
She recognized your face, Cal.
Oh my god! Dude.
It's a whole thing.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. That's
And his
hilarious.
wife's not German.
Okay.
So when they
Interesting.
first got dating and married, it was a transition. He said it was like,
Yeah.
he could say something and she, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. But like when they do greet, like you were talking about in the grocery store, what I've noticed here that, and I'll just say in the South too, people will ask you that, but they really don't care. And that's
Exactly.
Yeah, right. And so I agree with your whole small talk thing. Man, if you're gonna ask me that and we're gonna have a conversation,
Yeah.
but you really don't want to know, and some of my lighter skinned friends down here, they like that. They just want to say, hey, but then they don't want to hang out with you or have a drink or let's play basketball or
So they're saying it out of a
skateboard.
courtesy. as
Yeah,
you're
out of a
walking by.
courtity.
Hello. But when you
I'd
turn around
rather
and
you
go,
not
how
speak.
you doing?
Yeah, I'd
And
rather
you start
not
talking
speak.
and go,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
don't
want-
speak,
I just
man.
want you to say it
Yeah,
out loud.
yeah. But anyway, I don't want to I want to crucify the South so bad, but
Yeah.
anyway, it's all good. Love you, North Carolina. It's been good to me. Yeah, it's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
we were just trying to get the whole
Yeah,
comedy
yeah,
of that.
Okay. What you got? What you got?
But
Cal?
what? Okay, I'm curious when you were saying some things, and I'm a big question. I'm that curious guy. I may ask some crazy questions.
Yeah.
I'm that guy that we'll go down that another podcast. When you came here to America, did you feel that some of the values? Okay, coming here from the values that you had in Germany, coming to America, did you feel as though, as you made this transition, that you sacrificed something when you got here? Like you were in Germany, you're valued, you got this. Then when you come to America and you like, God, I had this here, but here I don't.
Oh man, there's that look. There's that look.
Like like Germany, I was this, but coming here, I had to lose something or I had to adjust in such a way that I yearned for this part.
Yeah. I can give you a funny one first.
Yeah,
Okay,
funny is always
yeah.
good.
Funny's always good.
Okay, so obviously English is not my first language, right?
Right.
It's my second language out of I don't know how many. But second language. So when you learn a language in school, they teach it a certain way,
Okay.
which no one actually uses the language that way.
Okay.
Plus, I didn't learn American English. I learned British English.
Oh.
But what I want to say with that part is that you know how to make jokes and be sarcastic in your own language.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think that in German, I'm very freaking funny. So for a really
are
long
funny.
time, it's like no one understood my sarcasm and they just got offended. So I'm like, what do you mean, guys?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like, I was a comedian in Germany.
Yeah.
I was funny in Germany. What is wrong with
But
you
I don't
people?
even try to be. But everyone, even in my family, right? I don't try to be, but I'm the jokester.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
try to be, but
She's like, I'm
apparently-
selling out arenas, man. But here, man, the seats are empty.
And here, everyone just got offended, and I thought
People throwing carrots at me and coffee. I'm like, like, boo, get her off the stage, like live at the Apollo. saying
How
that.
did you meet people here?
Yeah.
What
good
did
question.
it take to meet people here?
It took about 2 years to meet people because when I first came here, all I did was work.
Oh wow.
Wow.
No social life whatsoever.
No
Wow.
social life whatsoever because imagine I was 19 years old. I was thrown into
Yeah.
corporate America.
Wow.
German, tiny little blonde girl with a German accent sits in a boardroom with men that are older than her father.
Dude, we getting there. Okay,
So all I did was
coming, we
work
coming.
because remember, someone told me I can't do it.
Oh.
So I had to do it. So truly, for 2 entire years, I did not have a single friend.
Dude, you came here
You
to
were zone when you talking about being focused and in the zone.
dude.
2 years.
Yeah.
Bro, this chair elevating. I didn't realize
there was-
what kind of G status she's
In
in.
2 years, you know the growth you probably went.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
2 years.
2 years.
Of alone.
in the South
And
with
come on.
with businessmen. I'm not even gonna throw any shade on it. Just with businessmen in the South, a 19-year-old blonde hair.
Okay.
Oh, my
That's a
gosh.
podcast by itself.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. Oh my God, that's a whole nother episode. Anyway,
2 years. 2 years of just being in Charlotte, no friends, focused on what you were sent here to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's we can jump into that later
Yeah,
about
yeah,
being
yeah.
sent.
yeah,
There's something powerful about
Ooh.
being sent.
being sent, go forth.
Yeah. Being sent somewhere to do something and someone telling you that you can't
Yeah.
do it. That's something. That's a podcast. That's another story.
Man, stop,
We gonna-
Cal.
we
You
gonna-
about to get deep, man.
Okay,
we about to start elevating up in here in a minute.
I can still answer your question though. When I found my first friends.
Okay, answer.
Yes,
Well, another thing about me.
come on.
I always, even growing up when I was younger, I always wanted to do some kind of martial arts. But again, you know, small little girl walk into a boxing gym and everyone looks at you and says, "What do you want here?" Right? So came to Charlotte and found this boxing gym and I just signed up for a free class. And then after that first free class, I have not stopped boxing since then. So it's been almost, I don't know how many years, but that's where I made my first friends and I still know them. I'm still friends with them.
Oh,
I
that's
still train
awesome.
with the same trainer. And boxing has become kind of that balance in my life. Outside of work, it's always been there.
Man, there's just layers, man. We
This-
just peeling.
dude,
This
dude.
banana just get.
Look.
We just
Oh,
peel-
it's an-
we
it's
don't
an
went from-
onion.
we
There's
don't
so
went-
many
Yeah,
layers.
we don't
It's
got.
like-
We got 9 languages.
Look.
Now you're Golden Gloves champion
Yeah,
of
go-
Charlotte. What's next?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hip-
I met friends. They
hip-hop.
met you because they're afraid of you.
She's always on time. Hip hop entrepreneurs. Yeah, she's yeah, man, dude.
God,
Oh my
Man.
gosh,
I
man.
met friends. How'd you meet friends in the gym
in
boxing?
the gym. The nads it took the bolas to walk into a gym by yourself
By yourself.
in the.
Now you sit over there rapping.
Hold on, let me put my hand on you so I can get some of this energy. She was sent, man. I'm trying to get some of this daggone Jedi power, Mariah. Oh my gosh. I think our house might be elevating. Neighbors might be like, "What's going on?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're on the second floor.
Yeah.
No.
Those friends are still active today.
Yeah.
Your little
That's
boxing
dope.
friends.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
That's
man.
and it took
That's
2
dope.
years to get to that point.
Yep.
2 years. What?
Give them a shout out real quick. Give your friends a shout out.
Oh yeah, Amanda, who I just met this morning, she just had a baby.
Congratulations.
sweet.
Congratulations.
And my other friend Henry, who has a baby on the way. It's supposed to be here, I think, tomorrow.
Okay. All right. All right. Congratulations.
Both
Congratulations
friends,
out there.
babies in the same week.
Yeah, bro. They must have been at the
Going on
gym in the
that
locker
gym.
room.
I
or
mean,
something.
what's going on?
Oh my God!
They was in there working out.
Okay. She had her baby about a couple months ago. Okay?
Oh,
Not-
okay.
yeah.
They said, that gym is special.
Yeah.
Hey, that gym is special. Okay,
What's the name of the gym?
Yeah.
it was Title Boxing Club.
Oh, okay.
Boxing
Yeah.
Club.
All right. Know that. Yeah.
You know, go in there and see a big picture of her on the wall.
Yeah.
Well, they closed, but
Oh,
I don't want to praise myself, but everyone in the boxing club knew that little aggressive looking. She does not give a da-da-da.
Yeah.
Everyone.
you carried the German spirit.
And-
with you.
Yeah.
And I
That's
would walk
evident.
in that gym and not talk to anyone. I was in my zone. That was my time.
man.
I'm just punching
Come on,
that
man.
bag. All my aggression with everything
Right.
came out in that boxing gym. And yeah, everyone knew that face.
Yeah, you know what? This is gonna sound kind of a crazy off the wall question here,
Go
but
for it.
how
We
do
off the
you,
wall.
for someone this? I mean, I love people who are just focused. Like when I go to the gym, I put the headset on. I want to talk to you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want. Don't look at me. Don't. I get pissed off at the people who got the cameras
Right.
eating up the space that
Yeah,
I'm trying to work out. in.
Yeah.
But what does a typical day? How do you start your day
he's in
with
my
this
head.
much
Yes.
that you have? I mean, I know you got a lot going on,
Right.
But with
Yeah.
this kind of focus and the maturity you had from
Mm-hmm.
being alone for 2 years,
Yeah.
carrying a mandate from dad,
Mm.
the values you bring from your hometown, because believe it or not, you in America, but you still got that.
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
you still, it's not going away
Yeah.
because you
No.
carried it with you. What do you do to start your day? How does I mean, I know you wake. You tell me, break it down for me.
Yeah.
'Cause I know everybody on you. I mean, you got the whole, day in the life. We should do that one. We should do a day,
Yeah.
We should do a day in the life.
We're gonna do a day in the life with
Do the life, but
Julia one day.
how do you
We
start
got
your
our
day?
man right here.
Yeah. I will preface that my life doesn't have a routine because I
Oh,
travel
yeah.
so much.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And no one's perfect, so I won't say that this is all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
But I am a morning person,
Mm-hmm.
so I try to get up between 5 and 5:30
Okay.
because that's the only time during the day where I feel the world's still sleeping, it's peaceful. I have time for myself.
Come on,
And
I knew it.
for a really, really, really long time, while I was still living full time in Charlotte, I would go boxing every single morning at 6 a.m.
That's why I asked that question, because anybody who boxes or
Yep.
gets up in this, that's focus.
The quiet time.
is they're still in their early morning. I mean, I don't like to be in the gym after 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's a whole different vibe, whole different mindset. The work day is over. They're just kind of lax. The day is over.
Oh,
The
yeah,
people in
yeah,
the
I
gym,
got you. I got you.
I mean, I usually train about 5 a.m. So the people in the gym at that time, they're focused. They're there to do
They're
a
on a
job,
mission.
Yeah.
and it's no talking, no gossip. Just I'm here to do my thing and go home, and I got to get back in the grind and get to work. So that's why it's the way you start your day. Because somebody who's that zeroed in and that focus is
Yeah.
Because I really want to ask you your why, but I don't know if I want to get there yet. Because I know
Your why.
there's something there. You have that. Okay, the guy told you couldn't do it, but that was years ago.
He's still on that.
That was years ago. There's something else that's done past that.
There
We'll get to that.
is.
Yeah, there's something there that's.
There
Come on, Cal.
Okay.
Get that shovel. Get in there, Cal. Get in there.
I don't even know if I want to share.
Okay, we can,
all
we
the
can, we can just say
details.
we
Is
can
it
just say
safe?
there's something else.
But I will say
Okay.
that someone told me I can't, so now I'm gonna do it. Only lasted for a couple months
Yep,
because
and it
then
wears off.
something
Yep.
happened
Yeah.
that shifted my perspective. And I don't want this to become sad, but
Yeah.
I lost someone really, really important in my life,
Okay.
and that just changed.
Okay.
That changed the reason why I
Yeah.
do this.
Okay,
It's no
that's
longer
good. That's
about
fine. That's fine.
external validation.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
You
that's
know?
What, that's what I'm getting at. For somebody,
Was it family
Yeah.
that you? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
see, because I always, motivation lasts just,
Exactly.
I mean, like somebody.
5
you-
minutes.
You
You could
get
be like
you got a
scrolling
pep
and be like-
rally, yeah, rah, rah, rah. And then it's over as soon as I walk
Yeah.
out the door.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
motivation. So I was trying to get at what internally
Yeah.
is driving you to be
Yeah.
walking the gym. Okay, yeah, German, your personality, German, you don't talk, but there's something driving you internally
Yeah.
that's much more stronger than somebody just saying you can't do it.
Yeah.
That lasts for a minute to get you
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
And once you start doing it, it's like
Yeah.
something else had to kick in
Yeah.
Yeah.
to make you your why as to why you do
Yeah.
what you do.
I think it's layers of multiple different things. I don't think it's just one thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know, some of it also goes back to just I have this feeling that I'm just meant to just
Yeah.
create
Yes.
big impact
Yes.
in the world.
Yes.
I think it's my purpose of why I am in this world.
Yes.
Say it, Julie.
Now you
Just-
don't even know it all yet.
Nope.
But you know that it's something there.
Yeah.
You just have to get up every day
Yep.
and do A, B, C,
Yep.
D, E, F,
Yep.
G, and I'm one step closer
Yep.
every single day. That's why I pick up. Just
Yep.
hanging
Yeah,
with you. Just
absolutely.
Yep. Me-
just getting it.
Cal, I don't even know it. No, for me, I don't even.
Yeah, it's just
No,
that
that's
we
the-
know. We know that we
We-
know, but it's just that some people know it and don't
Yeah.
pursue it. You just have to get up every day
Yep.
and go after that.
Yep.
For hit that grind
yeah.
and do it, man.
For
But yeah,
people
it's-
don't know that we're in a studio of creators.
Yeah.
My guy to the left, my guy in front of us,
Oh,
and these three right here. We're in a room of creators.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest burdens for me as a creator is sometimes it's not there. Sometimes you don't know where you're going. Sometimes you can't shut it off. Sometimes you don't even know why you're doing it. But there's this thing that's like, sometimes for me, I'll just say like, man, God, what is, some days it's in me so bad, I just got to get it out. And then some days I'm fighting to find it,
Yeah.
you know, and it's just, but you know that something's there. It's,
but the difference, you show up. The key is just show up.
oh my God,
If you don't feel it, still show up.
show up,
I
do
mean,
the
that's-
hard stuff,
Do the hard stuff.
take
man.
the
Get up.
stairs.
Don't get me started on
Take the stairs, and the new one, be on time. That's
Be
gonna be
on
the
time.
new 2G's motto from Julia.
Take the
Kappler.
stairs and be on time.
Be on time.
And that's old school values. You know,
Yeah.
the
Ooh.
old school values. The G's back, people back in the day, our grandfathers.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
Yeah.
My grandfather was like, dude, if you on time, you're late.
Okay.
So that just
Yeah.
was instilled in me from
Yeah.
a child. So it's just old school value. Germany just kept a hold of it.
So your fourth generation Kappler is who's the fourth? Is it your grandfather, your great grandfather?
My great grandparents started the company after World War II in Germany as a just small mill workshop.
Did you know them?
No.
Okay. All right. So you
No.
didn't get, so it's your great grandparents. Wow, that's cool.
That
And
is.
then you have is that mom or dad's side?
Dad's side.
Okay. And then you knew your grandparents on your dad's side.
Yeah, my grandma's still
Okay.
here. She's still at the company. We're still 3 generations. My grandma's still, she's 85 years old and she's still working.
What do you give me something that you see in your grandmother and your mom, the women on the side of your family that you take with you today?
That's good.
They're two very, very different
That's all right though.
personalities.
Okay.
My grandma, she just has this like spicy fire, you know?
What's up, Grandma? How you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, she has that. So growing up, she was always kind of, like that. And my grandpa was the opposite.
Okay,
So
okay.
I think they balance each
Okay.
other out. And then my mom, she's the opposite of my dad.
Okay.
My dad is the high energy, visionary, big thinker,
Yeah.
all the things. And my mom is just this calm, grounded,
That sounds like us right
kind
here.
soul. And if I might say so, I think I'm the mix between both
Exactly.
of my parents.
Exactly.
The outer shell is my dad.
Yeah.
The inner shell is my mom.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
You're
good.
that. I like the word you use with dad, the visionary.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
He's a
beautiful.
Oh, he
visionary.
is.
Beautiful.
He's got this. So
He
you're,
is.
you're the soldier.
Yeah. You're the Terminator.
You're the one that. This is the vision.
Yeah.
Wham. She goes. There she goes. I'm making this. I'm bringing this.
When we talked about this just, I think the last couple of days, that when you look at these big successful companies, they always have a visionary, and then they have a partner that's the one that's like, okay, you got the vision, so
Yep.
okay, now I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yes.
get us there. And I honestly think that me and my dad, as similar as we are, we think very differently.
Yes.
Our
Okay. That's
good.
brains
That's good.
think vastly different.
Okay.
That's
Good.
why whenever we discuss, typically doesn't go well. But
Right.
Yes. Yes.
he has the vision, then I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, category step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. So yeah.
Yeah, you bring the vision. You bring the vision to light.
Yeah.
You got to have that soldier. I call it the
Yeah.
the fixer, the soldier, the operations
Yeah.
person in the business. If I can speak from experience, he can too. I want to understand the dynamics here because I understand working under my dad. I understand working with my sibling, my son or my daughter. I understand that dynamic, and I understand there's challenges and there's plus and minuses.
Yeah.
I know you said it. You was like, I don't want to work for I don't want to do this. I mean, my dad was. I've been there, and I know I'm tough down.
Yeah.
For people that are going through that or just working in family businesses, which, man, a lot of them fail doing succession time.
Absolutely.
How is the Kapplers made it this far?
I will say that I think every business or family business has this one bad experience where, it's family, but sometimes there's just not good people. And you have to make that experience once, and then from there it's like, well, we will only ever have one boss. There's no, and I think that's an important thing, is just to understand that it has to just be one person, and we follow the rules, and this is how it is. I think for myself, I got the opportunity to kind of create my own little thing here in the US, which they're two separate companies with obviously the same history, the same values, but
that's awesome.
I was able to pour my passion, which is design and architecture, into building the company here from, hey, we originally came for furniture, and now it's an architecture and interior design firm.
So you've instilled your own culture, your own little culture, a
Your
little bit
brand.
blended them, but also tweaked it a little.
Yeah, and I was able to just basically, there was no company in the US, right?
Yes.
There's one in Germany, but I was able to basically create something from zero and build that up. And I think having kind of the backup from there is 7 decades of a family business. I have someone that I see my dad, honestly, most of the time is just my mentor for a lot of the things that he taught me. But at the same time, I think if you would ask him this question, he would say this, is that a lot of businesses fail when the senior generation does not trust the new generation.
Yep.
And they're stuck in their old ways, and they just think they know everything better, and they reject every new idea. And I will say that's one thing about him, where I was 19 and I was like, yes, child, you can do this.
Right.
Where he gives you guidance when you need it. Sometimes also when you don't need it.
Yes,
but
yes.
he gives you that, but he also gives you the freedom to, okay, I understand you have to learn some of your own lessons.
Yes.
I'll still tell you my opinion, but I think that's...
How do you separate daddy, leader of the company? Like,
Honestly,
this is my boss, this is my dad.
If it's business, I don't call him my dad. I call him by his first name. Because
my God.
The second you do that, it excludes everyone else from the conversation.
Yes, especially in the boardroom or you sit in the office.
Oh, yeah.
You call him by his name.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's fire.
good.
That's freaking fire, bro. That's freaking fire.
You need-
Yeah, I'm gonna give her own sound effect. No cap. No cap. For y'all that don't know, especially in Germany, no cap means no lie.
cap.
So we're gonna change it to no cap.
cap.
KAP. No cap. This chick is no cap right here. Yo, I just
No
want to.
cap.
Yeah, no cap. Yo, I just want
That's
to.
it.
I'm gonna give Dad a shout out. Check this out, Dad.
Yeah.
Mr.
most
Kappler.
definitely.
You should have him too.
Yeah.
You should be so proud, man. I'm trying to get my thoughts together because I'm just blown away. Dad, you should be, I know you are, extremely proud of this young woman. I know the Kappler family, the siblings, I know you guys are extremely proud.
Yes.
This queen here that you saw, let me give you kudos as a father to be able to see the seed in your daughter to let her go fly. We talked about this last week on an episode, to be an eagle.
Yeah.
You were an eagle and you saw the new eagle rising. You saw the phoenix in the infant state. Mom, you saw the phoenix before she even pressed her face on the earth. You felt the power of what was going on and trust what was in you to say she's going to be different. Not only did you trust it, You spoke it. You brought it out of the atmosphere, spoke it into existence. And this is the product right here of what you have manifested through your trust and faith in what the Kappler family has built. So, Dad, I just want to give you kudos and a round of applause from the 2Gs podcast. What an excellent job. You guys absolutely crushed it and killed it. And we're going to need about 20 more episodes. But, Dad, check this out. Yeah. We coming to Germany, Dad. We're going to interview you. We're going to go over there. We're going to go to Black Forest. We gotta make a big to-do out of this. This is just, I'm so happy just to have you on here. This story, man,
the journey alone.
You are the first, because of what Mom and Dad did, we get this opportunity to sit with you. And I don't take that for granted. The podcast has just continually grown. And I got this guy over here coming on, and it's grown. And then to have you just on the sidewalk, and I noticed the Queen walking by. I noticed what Mom and Dad saw from across the way, an around the way girl. And I was like, ooh. She's sucking on a lollipop standing at the bus stop or something. But this is just shout out to Kute. But I said, this one is different right here. She is different, and I saw it. And I am just so thankful. You on this episode is going to elevate us into a higher stratosphere. Just your presence, Julia. And I am, man, I'm just, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Dad. Appreciate it. From a father perspective, being fathers, to instill in your children, and then, but think about the confidence he instilled in her, bro. Because I mean, come on, to have the confidence to say, "Go forth,
bro."
But you had to know you had support. You knew he was there. You knew it's like your father sitting there. You know, I'm going, but I know I got support. At the same time, kudos, Dad.
Kudos.
To have that kind of confidence in what you instilled first, and then knowing that it was inside of her, but giving her the opportunity to express it, and then grow the company in America, a whole nother continent.
Oh my gosh,
the journey along is
the journey.
I want to
go ahead.
I just want to. I mean, we don't have much time to discuss one, but the journey to get to that one day, just highlighting the path that you took and the things that you had to overcome. Not only a language barrier, but a social barrier, cultural barrier. There's so much you had to overcome that we can sit and say, I give you kudos, Dad.
Yeah.
But that had to come from inside.
Yeah, man.
That had to come from inside. It's what you had to pull out to overcome some of the things that you have done and continue to do. It's the story's not over; it just gets started. So,
and it's not.
I don't make it sound like this is the end.
And
the story's just getting started.
Yeah,
especially now that I know New York.
And it's okay to be different too. You heard it from her. You knew you were different, and it's okay. I've talked to Jordan, my son, about that, and I asked him about music, and he tried sports and all these other different things, and and you know, Lisa told me, you know, he was just like, it's not me. He went back to music, and I watch him do music nonstop. Everything is music. Come down and practice 2-3 in the morning, and when I hear the final product, and we got some new stuff coming out. It's mind blowing. It is almost as if when I hear the stuff that's coming out, it's as if he's been alive 50 years. And that's when I know, that's when, like your dad, I can see like, oh, you got to go. He ain't going to be here long. He's going to be like you. He's just going to have to go. You know, he's going to get called to go out. My job is to push that, be the visionary for him, help him get it established, and then son, go forth and do it.
Go forth.
It's
our new word.
Kudos to you, man.
Kudos to the family back home in Germany. Kudos to you as well. Just can't wait to see. We gonna have to do this again. Kyle, we gotta do this again, man.
Bro.
We got to do this again because there's so much still. We only got like 2 pieces of onion off.
Man, I think what's that little gold piece on the onion? That real thin
I think it's only the outside. We didn't even start.
We just like, man.
We haven't even got to. We just touched Charlotte. Just the early parts of Charlotte.
We
haven't even got into. You know, people don't know.
Coming to America.
Vice president. What other title? What's the title? Vice president.
What's your title? Go ahead. Go ahead, Britt. Tell them about the business and give them your title. Since we save it for last. Go
Well,
ahead.
one thing about Germans, titles aren't that important.
Exactly
to
right.
us,
Yes,
but
yeah.
Exactly
I guess I
right.
have to give myself
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just give him a love.
I mean, you could call it vice president.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
would be
Okay.
accurate. Yeah.
Vice president. Yes, more than
Now
that.
you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is I'm teasing the next
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Entrepreneur, vice
Right.
president,
Mm-hmm.
opening multiple offices,
Yeah.
and what amazed me is it's in the healthcare,
Yeah.
designing of healthcare.
Healthcare, dental
And-
offices, and all that
Yeah,
stuff, right?
So
Yeah.
I look at it as you guys are affecting healthcare as a whole, not just the offices.
Oh, I got you.
You're-
I
Oh,
got you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
roll.
it's bigger than just
Yes.
some designing of some chairs or
Yeah.
you guys
Oof.
are reshaping
Yeah.
Oh,
healthcare
yeah.
as a whole.
Oh, yeah.
I've watched the videos. I follow your story. I be in there like,
Now I'm gonna watch the video.
yeah. I got like popcorn. I'm like, what's Julia doing? I'm just.
I got that far.
She ain't gonna talk about the titles, but I'm gonna talk about the
I
titles. She's
I
fluent.
did some reading up.
Yeah, yeah. Go
And,
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's we'll get to that, but
Yeah.
the healthcare and how you guys are
Yeah.
reshaping it. But we're excited to have you here. We're excited where you've come and where you're going.
Yeah.
How excited is Julia?
Good question.
You know, I don't even know if excited is the right words.
Okay.
There's just things that keep me up at night, and that's
Oh, man.
I see the potential of where we will be.
Speak it, baby.
And yeah, I see it and I can feel it and it's there. And it's not even just I think, I know where we're gonna go. And I don't know. I think that's what makes me just get up every single morning and give 150% because I know where we can go. I know the potential that we have and I will get us there.
Yeah. See,
Oh my God!
I just
Go
want to
ahead, go ahead.
dive into. See, I know the next episode. We do this again because I really want to dive into that part of you that your habits,
Yeah.
the things you like. Just saying, you almost kind of sound like your dad in a sense, don't you? The visionary is developing, but that's another episode.
Oh,
I just want to touch that on
Stop,
you real quick.
Cal.
Throw that-
You
I'm
getting
sorry,
deep. You getting
but just
deep, Cal.
you can see it. You know
Yeah.
the potential. But
Oh, yeah,
and it
for
keeps
sure.
you up.
Yeah.
And it wakes you up.
Yeah.
But that's all of us, ain't it? That's what us do.
That's when you're on track.
Yeah.
You're doing what you're supposed to be doing
Yeah.
right now. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. What? Now I use the word excited. What's the word you would use?
Oh, good question.
I don't know.
It's
I don't know what the word would be.
on the next episode we're gonna have.
We're gonna find out what
gonna
that
find
word
out
We're
is
what it
gonna
is.
find out what that word is.
in whatever language.
yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
9 languages or
9
whatever you go.
languages. Yeah,
roll it.
yeah.
No, but it's something there. Well, we're gonna pull it out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's bigger than excited.
Yeah, it's bigger than
Ooh.
excited. It's bigger than excited. Because
Dang, that's nuclear.
yeah,
Bigger than excited.
that's where the reason I'm saying it is for me too.
Yeah.
That's the season
Thank
I'm
you.
in. I see things. I don't have the word. I was hoping you could,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because let me tell you, if you saw this podcast, you're inspired today.
You
You're
better
inspired
be.
today because of the journey from someone who felt awkward. If you ever felt awkward, this episode is for you. And we've all been there. I don't care who.
Yes.
We're all felt uncomfortable or awkward, but she kept going.
She kept going.
kept going.
Don't stop.
So whenever you figure out that word,
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'll call you guys and we're gonna sit down and talk about
that
it.
word, it's bigger
yeah.
than excited.
You got the number. You got the VIP line.
Yeah, you got the.
You and Kyle, man.
got
y'all,
direct access.
Yeah. Y'all family, man. We good. We good.
Because I'm really looking forward to hearing that. Now, your day, what gets you going, that excitement, is past excitement, the vision, that part of you. People need to see the journey of what it is for Julia, who came to America and went through what she went through, came Golden Glove champion.
Title Jim.
So bad the Jim knew her by name.
Yeah.
And now the healthcare industry. It's just, I don't know. When I read your story and it was talking about dental, I said, that just sounds bigger than dental.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
It is.
And how did you reshape the healthcare industry
But you got
from
the-
an architect? Now, are you an artist? Do you draw? Do you?
There's one thing about me, I can draw. Even though I went to architectural school, but and this is why I have a team, right?
Yes, yes, good.
I get these really, really clear visions in
Nice.
front of my eyes. That's
Nice.
just 3D. It's right there. And then when it comes to the actual work, then, I have amazing people that can bring that vision onto paper so we can all see it, not just me. But, I mean, when you talk about are you creative, are you an artist, I think I am very, very creative, which is whenever you are creative, you just have so many ideas.
Yes.
So I have so many ideas, but I'm blessed enough to find people that help me bring those ideas to life.
You give a lot. You give a lot. You pour into your team. You pour into people. Obviously, you're into helping other people.
Yeah.
You pour a lot. Who pours into you? How do you rejuvenate? Because I'm your team. You throw those things out that I pick up. I'm a word guy.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people, we pour. We give our time.
Yeah,
We give.
yeah.
When you lead teams of people, it pulls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who pours back into Julia?
I will say that kind of hearing a little bit of my journey, that I've always kind of been a lone wolf. So I had to learn early on to just, pour into myself as much as I can. But then, I really have been able to surround myself with amazing human beings. That
Yeah. That's
sometimes
awesome. That's beautiful.
they make me remember, oh, okay, you're not alone.
Yeah. When you use the word team, that's what I was going to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, you are your circle.
Yeah.
I don't want to get deep into
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah, it's all
that's
good.
another podcast.
Man, we
too.
gotta go, man.
Your inner circle is really where you get your.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
your
have
circle sounds good. You sound like that to
amazing,
people.
amazing friends, team,
Yeah,
family.
that's good.
That was the next. That was a question in my book about the team, but
Oh, my fault, man.
our camera just went out, so we gotta. Our audio's good, but we gotta say goodbye. Julie, you gonna come back?
I mean, yeah, whenever I'm back in town, I'll be here.
Yeah. No, you gonna come back, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I want to hear. No,
Yes.
no small talk. Now
No.
we're back in town. Yeah, I'm coming back.
We can't even do small talk.
Yeah.
That's right. You can hear
Yeah,
that.
we can't even- yeah, we
Germans
can't even
don't
do it.
small talk, bro.
This talking we doing ain't small. We don't even do small talk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're
we
way
always
past that.
we go right into the deep. Yeah, into the deep blue water.
Yes.
I will say
yeah,
this. This
go
is
ahead, go
far more
Yeah.
than I
Anticipate.
yeah.
Yeah.
I expected something
Yeah.
more than just the
Oh, yeah.
reading. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much more
Yeah.
to you and what you offer than just the healthcare industry.
Yeah.
There's
I
people.
agree.
There's people that need
I
to
agree.
hear your story and learn of your journey. And I hope people connecting with people like Kyle, your
Yeah.
choreographer,
Yeah.
and just
Shout out to Kyle,
just
man.
showing that journey,
Yeah.
making it aware to people because it's
Yeah.
very important today.
Yeah.
Especially as a woman.
Yeah.
As a woman, it's important that young girls see
Yeah.
that there's opportunity out
Absolutely.
there. And there's
Absolutely.
someone who overcame.
Yeah.
Overcame.
That's beautiful.
You didn't get nothing handed to you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you
Thank
put
you.
in the work,
Yeah.
and that's I don't know. I just feel very
Yeah.
fortunate to
Yeah.
to be to learn and be a
I
part
love
of
it.
Thank
I
you.
love it. Thank you so much for coming here. This is a Just 2G's podcast. We thank you for listening and watching. I'm Black Moses. That's 60 Cal.
Boom.
This is Julia Vanessa Kappler. No cap. We thank you for watching and listening. You can follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, X, which is formerly known as Twitter, not Triple X. Snap. No, we ain't on Snapchat. What else we got? We got Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. Who else is there? Spotify. All
All of
those
them.
things. But hey, I'm Black Moses, but I'm going to do something real special today. We're going to let Miss Julia close out this episode. So if there's anything you want to say to anybody back home in German, and you can say something to your team here and just give them some love, and man, Julia, get us out of here so we can go do what we got to do.
I think just wrapping up this episode, I would just say the overall thing is just, sometimes we don't always understand why we are how we are, but even though we might not know where we're going, if we listen close enough, we're always being pulled in the right direction.
Ooh. Listen.
You want to say something in German? Because that was good enough.
We'll just keep it at that.
Okay, we're gonna keep it at that. Hey, yeah, we appreciate you guys listening. We thank Kyle for coming out, man. We thank Julia, man. Absolute fire. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.